Okay, we are live again. Let me see if I can copy this thing. MTN trying to come through, but fingers crossed. Let's see whether it works now. Still trying my best. It allowed me to paste the link. That's another thing. Okay. Are they trying to actually come back? MTN trying to make a comeback. Wow. MTN trying to make a comeback. Let's get back. Okay, MTN trying to make a comeback. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay. So let's wait for All Father. I think All Father is still in the match. Yeah, he's still in the match. Okay, MTN trying to make a comeback. Trying again. MTN trying to make a comeback. We're gonna see how it is. Okay, if any of you are still interested, let's do this again. Okay, so I'm gonna be tuning in myself. All Father is 16 minutes into the first match. We've already missed the first match thanks to the network issues and all that. So I'm gonna be tuning into the first match myself. And I need to tone down the sound. I think I need to tone down the sound a little bit. Maybe even probably turn it off completely, because right now I'm, yeah, probably just turn it down completely. Okay, so I think MTN is trying to recover. And that's good. So I think everything is all good on this end now. So if you are on the stream right now in the comment section, right now I'm currently waiting for All Father to be done with the first match. We've already missed the first match, like I said we would when I was talking about the troubleshooting and stuff. So All Father is 17 minutes into the first match already, and I don't really know what's going on. I'm blind from this end because I'm not in the lobby right now. But let's keep talking about each other. Let's keep talking to each other and interacting while All Father does his thing, because he's the ref for the match. So someone says recover. Don't drag the syllable. Okay, that's okay. Evil Moon says don't drag this label. MJ said of Chelsea. Well, MJ, I don't know if Chelsea kind of made it work, but I really thank God that MTN came back, because if MTN had not come back, I was literally about to just turn off stream, and I was literally about to turn off stream. So yeah, we're all blind. Evil Moon, we are all blind until All Father comes out and gives us the information of what happened between Hao and Monkrieger. I don't actually know who's winning. I am literally just here waiting for All Father to finish up and come out into the lobby so we can get into game 2. Hopefully Hao is winning. Evil Moon, I really love Hao. I really want to see them do their thing. Monkrieger is a very good team. Monkrieger is a team that has pulled through a lot of tough situations. So it's something that it's a nice picture that I really want to see happen. So Yamizone says Monkrieger will throw. Well, that's not decided until the match is completely over. But then again, MJ says I hope Hao will win. Well, the lifter All Father is currently 19 minutes into the match. Wow, that's really a long first match. Both teams are really dragging it out. I can't see what's going on because I can't actually spectate All Father. I can't actually spectate him right now. It's sad, but I actually can't. We can see him here already with the custom match there on the Kage. So someone says, bias commentator, why do you love Hao? Because Hao gave me hope when there was no hope. There was a game. Oh, sorry about that. That was SMS. So Hao gave me hope when there was no hope. It's crazy, but they did. There was a certain match I streamed about Hao. I think that was Hao versus I think it was DT. Was it DT? I can't remember. I can't remember about that. But there was a time whereby Hao nearly lost that match, and it was looking gloomy, and all of a sudden they made a turnaround, and I remember being at the top of my voice. I was shouting so much, and I was so excited, and I never believed that they would make a comeback from that, and they did. So how is a team that has won my heart? And I know, yes, How versus DT. I remember very well, because DT won the first match and How lost that first match, and then DT lost the second match because they disobeyed the rules. Right, they disobeyed the rules, so that was one of the things that cost them that second match. And then How took advantage of that and won the third match, securing their spot in the semis. That's something that really got me excited and really changed my mindset towards How. Initially, I was thinking, oh, DT has this one in your bag, it's so easy for them, but they changed the narrative, and I'm so proud of them. So How really doing so well. They're already 20 minutes into the first match. I'm really hoping they are doing well, because if they are not, it's not gonna be good for their fans and their this thing. I am okay. Evil Moon says, "Are you planning to go pro?" That's definitely the goal, Evil Moon. Okay, in case you don't know, my name is Black Matter. I've been in a lot of tournaments. I've been in the Lord's tournament. I was the commentator for the Lord's tournament. I was the commentator for I'm a commentator for the Rookies tournament. I'm also the commentator for the ML9 tournament. I've also been the commentator for MCL winners tournament, both season 1 and season 2. So when you're talking about tournaments, Nigerian tournament, I'm a very formidable figure there. So Evil Moon, now that you know that, that's a quick background check on me. Okay, so I am planning to go pro. So I'm still limited by all this, because I still haven't gotten to a point whereby I am not limited by Nigerian network. So hopefully when I get to a point where I can get a Starlink, I'm no longer restrained by Airtel, MTN and all that. So because right now, if MTN does not do well, it's really traumatic for me. So with that being said, okay, MJ says Black Matter commentator of the I appreciate the call. I appreciate the hype. I thank you so much, MJ. I appreciate the hype. It's not been easy these past few days. We've been streaming back to back, having streams daily. So that has been a lot. So, juggling that while still, going for lectures and, really trying to manage everything here. It's not been easy. It's been a challenging thing. And at some point I had some difficulties, but, we still thank God, because God somehow still makes it work despite all of that. So All Father is currently 22 minutes into the custom match, and I really hope that ends as quickly as possible, because I'm getting pumped for some action. There's 8 people currently in the live stream. If you are with me right now, let's keep interacting with yourself, and before you know it, All Father will be done with the first match. Like I did say, we're going to be in the first match. Okay, I don't see All Father anymore. I think All Father is already 23 minutes. Okay, I don't think they're done yet. MJ says he's been delivering consistently. Honestly, one thing about me is that once I get a job, I like to do the job diligently. I like to make sure that the job is done. That's one thing about me. I'm a very disciplined person when it comes to a responsibility. When a responsibility is given to me, I like to see it to the end. I don't like falling hands, like Nigerians will say. Okay, Abdulatif says Abdulatif just drops an emote. Well, I understand, waiting it out is not exactly the fun thing to do, but we just have to. There's no hope. MTN decided to be the mediators, but I'm glad they finally cooperated, and they're finally giving us something quality. So someone says, who has surprised you so far in the tournament? To be honest, I never believed that Monckrieger would reach this far in the semis. I never believed that, guy. Like, I had high hopes on DT, because DT, I had high hopes on DT. DT really showed a lot of potential, because DT was a team whereby they had a lot of there's a phrase Nigerians use. We call it initial gra. You understand? DT had a lot of initial gra, especially in the early games, both in their fixtures. DT, most of the times, DT will win the first match. In a normal fixture, DT would win the first match. That's DT's signature, game. Another team that actually surprised me also is that surprised me how they got to this point is Sotek Kishidon. Sotek Kishidon is another team that's actually surprised me, because I know Sotek Kishidon, the thing as wow, he really wants to. Yeah, the network is breaking. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I think I'm back now. How is it now? Okay, I think I'm back now. I've applied to join All Father's lobby, but I don't know if All Father does not know that I'm the streamer, so I'm just gonna tell him that. I'm the streamer. No, I'm the streamer. I don't know if he knows that, because it's not really okay. Finally, he's brought me into the lobby. Okay, I'm back into the lobby. I think he wanted the players to be in. Okay, so yeah, okay. Abdulatif says better, so that's okay. So I'm gonna turn the song back on, the music back on, because I actually want that to be in the game. I know it can kind of overshadow my voice, but I think I'll just turn off the music completely. Okay, so I think that should be okay on that end. So someone says, okay, let's look at the lobby bans now. Chip and Gato for Montkrieger. There's Saramat, the leader of Montkrieger, saying that. So Xenos, we can see Xenos right there. Xenos, Manlem's left the lobby. I think he needs to come back. I don't know who won. But let me see who won first match. Let me ask in the lobby who won first match. Who won first match? Let me see who won first match. Let me just ask that real quick. Sorry, I can't really type well right now. Who won first match? Sorry. Let me just ask this real quick. Who won? My keyboard is... Okay, who won? So I'm going to ask the question, and I want to see what happens. Okay, Montkrieger won. Wow, Montkrieger won first match. You see, for those of... Wait, who was the person saying Montkrieger was true? Where's that chart? Let me go and find that chart. I love making people... to proving people wrong. Yami zone, exactly. You are the one that even said Montkrieger will lose. So, guy, how are you loving it now? Are you ready to eat your words? Are you ready to eat your words now? So, Montkrieger actually won. Hao lost. Yeah, that happens. It's crazy. Montkrieger won the first match. Okay, I'm saying it again. So, it's crazy, but it happened. So, that's the thing about Mobile Legends. Mobile Legends are, is a very unpredictable game. The team you think, is definitely gonna win or is definitely gonna lose, sometimes can decide to change. I mean, we saw the situation with Crimson Era yesterday. Crimson Era, was in a very unique situation, and they nearly turned back the match against Sotekishidon. There was a point that they got back the gold lead, they got back the kill lead, but somehow it just wasn't in the cards for them. But okay, someone says MTN. I don't know if that's talking about me or you, Isaac. So if someone is still with me in the chat here, please can you guys let me know if you're still in the chat with me here. So we're back in the draft in the second game 2 right now. Kempachi, the signature jungler for Hao. And then we can also see a group takedown on the side of Hao, and then we also have a Liu takedown on the side of Montkrieger. So I'm not seeing any chats right now. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to actually check. I'm going to actually check. Okay, I can see Abdulatif. So Abdulatif, give me one quick confirm. Is everything okay on that end? Is the stream okay on that end? I want to know what I'm doing. So you can see Jusin takedown on the side of Hao. I really hope that Hao are going to really make a comeback in this match, because if they don't, Montkrieger will advance to the finals, because any team that wins this game is going to advance to the finals automatically. There's not even two ways about it. There's a niche band there. Is Montkrieger trying to be like Sotekishidon? Because Sotekishidon have niche bands around the gold lane, and then Montkrieger responding with a niche band around the mid lane as well. We can see Eloyi and a faster takedown. I know that they're trying their best to make sure that Hao doesn't get good picks, but unfortunately that the contrary is the case, because we have a Sicilian pick here. We have a Sicilian pick on the side of Hao really getting the meta. But then again, is that really the meta? Montkrieger really running the Florin here. I mean, we saw a Florin pick with Crimson Era whereby Jiraiya used the Florin pick, but I mean, that didn't really quite work out well for them, in the sense of they didn't really have a good frontliner. And then they also picked a Faramis. A Faramis is not exactly a good frontliner, but then again, the occult altar can serve that's very helpful. But we see the Psycho Fredrin pick again on Kempachi. How are really coming in with the big guns here? We can see the signature pick of Kempachi, and we can see Malem's coming in with the meta pick from the mid lane. How are really trying to take back game 2, having lost the first game. Saramat, the leader of Montkrieger, will go for Hosho Lantern signature pick, the Tamus and Canelo signature picks as well. Wow, we can see Yoli X on the other end. Saramat, the leader for Montkrieger, will respond with the final ban. Takes down the Irithel, finally leaving that mid lane and finally taking down Maxman. That could be quite problematic, because a mid lane takedown would be unwise on the side of Monkrika because they already have their mage locked on the side of Hao. So them banning on that mage will not be nice. But the Bard for Monian Empire is locked down. Granger. Then we also have Yuli X here. Yuli X here have some options to make. I don't know what lane he's playing. I don't know if he's playing the gold lane or he's playing the jungle. But then again, there are a lot of options here. There's Hayabusa. Okay, you want to play the Clint? Okay, from Magenta Drylands. And then we also have Xenos and Xavier. Xavier, you got options. You got Hanzo. Hanzo isn't taken down yet. Hanzo isn't banned. So that can work. We also got a Hayabusa. I don't know if Hayabusa is banned in the lobby bans. I didn't really put much effort in the lobby bans, but we also have on the other end Xavier would also make more a decision. Also has decisions to make. CC is okay. CC can really poke Tamu safely and just attack from a distance. But then again, there is the Broody pick from the Xenos, and I think a Broody pick is okay in this lineup. I think Broody can really work well in this lineup. Broody is a very, very good pick. It's a very, the corrosive strike plus the, the turn apart memory from the Broody is something that can really dish out a significant amount of damage, especially against this Alucard and Tammuz. Can really give himself distance, especially since these are chase heroes. And then with that being said, the draft is complete. I'm going to be engaging the comments while the game loads. Okay, someone says Hanzo is not good enough with their draft. Well, Hanzo can be quite a problem in the hands of a professional. Okay, let's just put it at that, Abdul Latif. Let's just put it at that. Don't hate it until you've touched it, until you've tried it. Because Hanzo can be very, very problematic against a Florin and a Faramis. He can really bait the Faramis to use his ultimate early, and that can give them a significant advantage. So, but that's not the case right now. So, we're back into the game. We can see Xenos right here on the other end. And, I don't really know because the Sicilian is a very good one. Yeah, that I agree with you, Sui. All heroes can be problematic in the right hands. I do agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Sui, it says that they should have picked Vexana. Vexana would have been good for ACC. I mean, the Terrify that our S1 deals is very good against heroes like Tammuz and especially this Alucard. But in a situation where crowd control has more potential than, and also late game damage as well, because Sicilian late game damage is very significant, especially if this game drags out. They're in an advantage because thanks to Sicilian's passive overflowing, Sicilian's passive can really ensure that, okay, while you are in the late game, you are gaining more mana and dealing more damage with the bat impact. So there's the advantage that I think how are looking late game wise. I think their vision is more late game wise in this kind of lineup. But we will see, blank, because I don't think this Tammuz has any nickname. So I'm gonna be calling him Tammuz. I'm just gonna be calling him Tammuz because he doesn't have a username. So Yamizone says carry was open. Carry would have been good. Carry is okay. I mean, the speedy light wheels applies 4 stacks. At I think 2 stacks per hit because there's there's the chase right there from Tammuz, but not willing to commit there. Xavier unwilling to engage there, but Kempachi with this Psycho Fredrin up front, really trying to be nasty, really trying to. The Dotsu have spawned already, so he needs to retreat back. But then again, there's no engagement or commitment. Kempachi is slightly confused here on whether to advance. There's a 2-man Sanguine Clause from Manlems, but then again, the not willing to commit to that as well. Dotsu have spawned, and both teams are still trying to garner around this turtle. As Xavier really trying to poke this Tammuz, trying to zone him out, preventing him from getting to level 4 early. Kempachi already here, almost taking this turtle, almost getting an easy turtle. How gets a free easy turtle in the first game. So yeah, it's something that we got to see in the early game, because a Fredrin is a pretty deadly foe, especially in the early. And I like the fact that Sarmat knows that he's bound to get caught in a lot of CC by this Fredrin if he engages a bit too early. I like the fact that right now he's just choosing to farm and probably camp while he's at it. So the buffer spawned, and while the junglers are doing their thing, Yuli X in dangerous position there, gets taunted right now, but then again falls to Manlems as Manlems gets the first blood with the bat impact. Wow, that was a close one. The Sanguine Clause misses Manlems, low on mana, needs to go back to get some. And then we can see the mid lane here. You can see Nice just trying to clear. I don't really know how well Aroma should be clearing lanes, but then I think Aroma should be more focused on rotation and giving division rather than actually clearing the lane. Saramat right here really trying to see if he can rotate up to support the Tammuz up there. Oh, not willing to commit to that. The pursuit was ready, but he wasn't willing to use that either. Malems on the mid lane trying to clear the lanes right now. Not really wise with the mana management right there. Sicilian, I think that's trying to find the Sanguine Claws in, but they will get out of range. Sank with the batting pact. Still trying to poke safely from a distance here as Kempachi looks for his next target in the EXP lane. Kempachi, I really want to see what Kempachi can do, because Kempachi is someone that really impressed us with his Fredrin gameplay in the last match that we streamed of Hao, and right now he's rocking that same Fredrin. So if my thesis is right, Yoli X, there's an engagement right there. There's a flicker from Xenos on the gold lane, but the camera missed that. Like I was saying before, I really want to see what Kempachi is gonna show us today, because I mean we saw a lot of appraisers wrath from him, and we saw a very tactical gameplay. Saramat really is in jungle, is getting invaded here. Kempachi will try to invade the jungle, but Saramat not willing to engage or push for it. But then there's the engagement right there from Saramat. The retribution wins the retribution. It's a dangerous one here as the occult altar is already used. Saramat getting out of the range of the Neverland, not getting enough combo points here. Kempachi forced to retreat, try to get him with a pursuit, but unfortunately the auto tap. It's a 4-man Sanguine Claws from Malems as Monkriga retreats, but unfortunately Malems will slay him down to give Kempachi an easy total. Wow. I don't really know if that was a wise decision on their end. That's the Sanguine Claws right there from Malems. Malems really trying to dish out as much damage from the batting pack, misses the batting pack for the second time. Kempachi wanting to go in, but there he's taken down by Xavier as he follows up on that kill. Tammuz goes down, but then again, Yuri X want to take advantage of the absence of his counterpart on the gold lane. Yuri X really trying here to lane as much as possible to, against Xenos, because if you think about it, Broody has a lot of range. There's a stun right there, but then again, we'll get out of there before that could become lethal. Sorry about that. That was my phone. So like I was saying before, a Clint against a Broody, there's a lot of range advantage on the Broody. But if you think about it really well, the Clint can kind of match up a little bit with the passive, the passive, the double shot. But aside that, the fact that every single skill he uses grants him one hit with the double shot, but then the grenade bombardment also grants him some level of range on that. So it's not really a balanced lineup, because a Broody can quickly outrange him with the turn apart memory. There's a Sanguine Claws right there from Malems trying to clear the lanes for Xenos, but Xenos will try to apply the corrosive stacks on him, Kempachi on the mid lane, really trying to find his next targets, but unfortunately this Tammuz is really trying to defend his lane, really getting poked by the CC here, trying to clear the lanes, make sure that tier 1 does not go down. But then Yoli X really trying to come in here. Kempachi on the other end, rotating back to the mid lane to clear the lanes to support Malems while he's not on the mid lane. But the turtle will spawn one more time. There's an engagement right here from Xenos against Yoli X, but that will prove to be an harmless engagement. Night coming in on the other end on you to support Xavier on his absence on the EXP lane to clear the lanes and prevent these Tammuz from pushing the lanes. Well, the Doctor has spawned already. I don't know why Kempachi is not. Okay, Kempachi is already here. It seems like that was a network issue on his end, trying to taunt the turtle to approach him. So Xenos goes down on the gold lane, but then again, this is where the camera should be. We can see a second easy turtle. Saramat on the other end engages right there. Then again, gets into the turtle. Is that a wise situation? But the occult altar will come true for him as he takes out Xavier on the other end, and tier 1 of the gold lane goes down in favor of Hao. Wow. That was the engagement that Paramis really came through for them. But then again, was that worth it? Because they lost their tier 1 on the mid lane. Was that a fair trade on the side of Montkrieger, or was that a counterproductive move? I guess we get to see in the late games. But right now, while they do their macro management and their wave clearing, I'm gonna be seeing what the comments is saying. It says the wave flooring ult will cancel Camilla on. Well, the Camilla just has to keep that in mind. You see, this is one of the game mechanic limitations. This is one of the game mechanic limitations, really. So that's it. So sorry, I just need to respond to this chat. Let me just because this is pretty urgent. I need to just say hi here. 1 sec. Oh, there's an engagement right there from Saramat on the other end. Wow, an enemy that is 2 markers of blood with Petrify, really trying to prevent them from taking out Xavier here like a Roman should, defending his squad mates. It's very important that they do so. And then we can see Knight here trying to defend that tier 1 by all means. It's a 3-man Pincer strategy from Moncrega. They're trying to secure game 2 as much as possible. Yoli X engaging Xenos on the gold lane, on the mid lane. Really trying to push that tier 1, but Xeno uses the double shot to take out the tier 1 on the mid lane. That was a very creative use of that passive, Yoli X. I really think that was very creative. That's something that I'm gonna keep in mind. Oh, on my other end, Camus misses the jump. Oh, trying to get away from that. But then again, there's the ultimate from the CC. Trying to get as much chair and revamp as possible. Kenpachi comes in to reinforce, but then there's the taunting him up, coming back. The Tamus, but will jump out before that could become later. Man Lems on the other end with the Sanguine Claws and the bat. First, on the trying to come in here. 5-man gank on the EXP lane is dangerous, it's brutal, but the occult altar will save them. The 2-man Sanguine Claws from Balem. There's the turn apart memory. Slays Muhid on the EXP lane as he gets a double on Saramat. Moncrega are really crumbling. It's not looking so well for them right now. There's not a good reason for them to engage in any more team fights as they are currently behind in gold lead. And they're also behind in objectives. They've not secured a single objective ever since this game started. So right now, I think they should shift their focus from kills to objectives. So yeah, that's something they need to keep in mind. That's something they need to keep in mind as Kenpachi gets another easy objective. And so that's really not going so well for them. Moncrega needs to shift their focus to objective. I can see that this Tamus is actually understanding what I'm saying, trying to push here the tier 1, trying to take down the turret. Really what matters, what matters actually. Well, that's actually what matters. And then we can see that the Lords are pushing from the EXP because that's where the turrets are actually the most cleared. Sorry, excuse me. I'm actually chatting with someone right now. Something came up. Okay, wow, that's a 4-man Curse of Blood, but then again the occult altar not willing to be used by this. Wow, trying to use the bad first, but then again gets caught within it. The occult altar comes in to support these Tamus, but Moncrega not willing to commit. That Lord is approaching from the EXP lane. They need to focus on clearing that Lord rather than actually engaging in team fights right now. They need to also understand that, trying to get out of there. Xenos gets taken down by the double shot from Yoli X. Xavier in a dangerous position, but then again gets another double with a double shot. Wow, this Clint is really cooking right now. Kenpachi, there's the bat first from Manlems as Tamus knows that is a red flag and it doesn't need to commit to that fight. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to be engaging the comments right now because right now what they're going to be doing is just defending. So right now there's not really any comments. Wow, commentary is pretty silent right now. So I guess everyone is just watching to see how this goes and how this turns out. I really hope that Hao takes game 2, and because if they lose this match, it's going to be game over for them. So they really cannot afford to. They really cannot afford to. Kenpachi will come in to clear take the buffs. It's necessary. Okay, goodness is show the builds. Okay, here are the builds. We wanted to see the builds. Okay, so I guess that's I think you've seen the build. You can just pause the video while you're seeing it. So I can also see that they're really moving up, close to, they're staying close to each other here. That's actually good. I can't really say the same for this Tamus though. I think he's just trying to just solo push these lanes right now. He's really trying to sorry about that. So he's really trying to solo push these lanes right now. And how gameplay right now is just to macro manage, wave manage, and make sure that they keep securing they keep securing the objectives as much as possible. Because someone says Florino fleeting time. Well, I don't really know how she's dealing with that cooldown issue on the ultimate, but then again, trying to apply the corrosive stacks on Yoli X here, but not willing to commit to that as well. Xenos, yeah, she has not bought the this thing. She actually needs that because Florine's ultimate has a very high cooldown, so she actually needs that. But then again, I don't really know what her priority is as she secures the Anthena right now. So it's crazy. But then again, there's an engagement right here. Ronin really trying to support Sublina Muhid on the other end here, while Kempachi still so focusing on securing the objective as he secures another Lord. It's crazy, but how right now are just taking all the objectives, not even giving a single room for Monkriga to take any of the objectives. It's insane, but it's actually happening. So yeah, it's crazy, but they haven't. Monkriga actually haven't secured any objective ever since this game started. Not even a single turtle or a single lord. I think that's something they need to stop letting Hao take, because the more Hao keeps taking the lords, the more the lower the chances of them actually winning this game. And this Alucard has just fallen down, gets caught in the Sanguine claws right there, but unfortunately Kempachi wasn't close enough to commit to that fight. I think it got away easy. The Lord will approach from the EXP lane. Xavier here already in, gets caught in the Sanguine claws one more time. The star moves as this Faramis is already gearing up. It's turning to a brutal team fight here right there. It's something, right? I mean, it's crazy because I wonder how
Where there
Your
is
team
light,
is banning.
there are also shadows.
Your team is banning.
Little goo, big mischief.
Your team is banning.
Payback time.
Muscle of iron,
Your
bones
team
of
is
steel.
picking.
True love is like blood.
Your team is picking.
Step forward if you have a
Your
death
team is
wish.
picking.
Only love
No one
and
can
night
escape my iron
are
fist.
Your
everlasting.
team is picking.
Hope will find a way,
Your team
even when
is
all is
banning.
forlorn.
Experience the euphony
Your
of
team
suffering.
is banning.
Let's hear from the crowd. Make some
Your
noise
team
for
is
yours
picking.
truly.
Let's go!
Your team is picking.
Locked, loaded, and ready to bring the heat.
I am more
Your
than
team
a
is
weapon.
picking.
Welcome to the land of dawn!
to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
destroyed.